recognizing the killing of Armenians by Turks in 1915 as genocide. American legislators made the move despite strong warnings from both Ankara and President Bush. The decision is expected to increase tensions between the US and Turkey, where America has a number of important military bases. Roman Talkman reports now from Washington.
The ayes have it. The resolution.
Recognizing the killings of nearly 1.5 million Armenians by the Ottoman Turks during World War I, the House Foreign Affairs Committee passed legislation declaring the murders as genocide. The 27-to-21 vote came after a heated debate that voiced concerns over possible damage to U.S.-Turkey relations, a vital partner in the war on terror.
Members of this committee have a sobering choice to make. We have to weigh the desire to express our solidarity with the Armenian people and to condemn this historic nightmare through the use of the word genocide against the risk that it could cause young men and women in the uniform of the United States Armed Services to pay an even heavier price than they are currently paying.
The Armenian Genocide of 1915 is already recognized by 22 countries, including Russia and the European Union. Turkey has repeatedly warned U.S. lawmakers against the passage of such a measure and denies the killings as genocide. A number of U.S. congressmen also sided with Turkey, a key NATO ally.
Passage of this will not settle the issue any more than it settled the issue with all of the other nations that's passed a very similar resolution, because the argument continues to go on.
Just hours before the vote, President Bush called upon Congress to reject the Armenian Genocide Bill, arguing that it would harm U.S.-Turkey relations.
This resolution is not the right response to these historic mass killings, and its passage would do great harm to our relations with a key ally in NATO and in the global war on terror.
Emphasizing the Bush administration's concerns, Secretary of Defense Gates and Secretary of State Rice argued against the passage of the legislation. Turkey is a key NATO ally of the United States and warned that if the measure passes in the House, it may ban the U.S. from a strategically located military base, which serves as a portal for operations in the region. Roman Talkman, Russia Today, Washington.
Meanwhile, Turkey is considering a military incursion into northern Iraq as part of a large-scale military campaign against Kurdish separatists. The Turkish Prime Minister is under pressure to act after recent attacks have claimed the lives of 15 Turkish servicemen in the region bordering northern Iraq. Artyom Ganin has the story.
The Turkish Air Force has been bombing hideouts of the Kurdish separatists on the Iraqi border since Wednesday. The Land and Air campaign involves aircraft, infantry and special task force units. According to military sources, northern Iraq harbors up to 5,000 rebels who make occasional sallies into Turkey. Turkey also plans to launch a large-scale campaign against the Kurdish separatists across the border into Iraq, following the killing of 15 Turkish servicemen in the southeast of the country. Prime Minister Erdogan has asked the parliament for the permission.
We will get the authority from the parliament, but it will be a limited one for 1 year. And during this year, we are going to pass on this authority to our security forces as soon as it's necessary.
The U.S. believes such actions could destabilize the war-torn region.
We have counseled both Iraq as well as Turkey that the way to address the issue is to work cooperatively. In our view, it is not going to lead to a long-term durable solution to have significant incursions.
Russia has not welcomed the decision to fight separatists on Iraqi soil either.
We understand Turkish authorities' concerns over the recent surge of terrorist attacks, but this knot of regional problems is too sensitive. We call upon every side to the conflict to be as reserved as possible. They should take into account every long-term effect of their steps, including those that could lead to further escalation of the situation and to undermining security and stability in the region.
Ankara has threatened many times to hold a large-scale campaign if the Iraqi government and the U.S. occupation forces fail to neutralize the separatists. In late September, Turkey signed a counter-terrorism pact with Iraq. in which it agreed not to cross the border to pursue Kurdish separatists.
I don't think there will be a Turkish incursion, and if it happens, it will face a strong resistance. We won't receive them with roses and welcomes. The central government should defend Iraq and resist aggression.
NATO chairman has condemned the latest attacks by Kurdish separatists. In the past, Turkey, which has NATO's second biggest army, has carried out small raids into northern Iraq. Between 1995 and 1997, incursions in northern Iraq, involving up to 50,000 troops, failed to force the rebels out of the mountain region. Ankara accuses the Kurdish Workers' Party of killing more than 30,000 people since 1984, when it began fighting for an ethnic homeland in the southeast of Turkey. Artem Ganin, Russia Today.